Yo, what's going on, YouTube world? It's your dude, Heat Ledger. Today, I want to talk about sneaker culture. I want to bring back a discussion topic that I have approached in the past, but I want to discuss it on a bit of a different level. Today, I want to talk about what makes a respected sneakerhead. Now, to me, it's knowledge of the game. You know, like understanding history, the designers, and maybe some of the creative efforts that went behind the shoe, the inspiration. Where does that sneaker play? And what point in time? In addition, maybe something like technology, you know? What makes a shoe special based on its materials? And then lastly, probably in combination with, owning a few pairs of shoes. But the reality is that we identify sneakerheads and this very strange term, shoelebrities, by how extensive their collections are. Now we see this on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and other social media outlets. So for instance, if I put a dude with his 10 pairs of Yeezys, he's got 750s, 350s, all the Nike Air Yeezys. And then I got another guy against him with 10 pair of Roshe Runs, Converse All-Stars, Vans. You're going to consider Mr. Yeezy over here to be the sneakerhead. He's got rare shoes. He must know exactly what he's doing. Maybe he has a plug. Maybe he's a celebrity of some sort. But Mr. Roshe Run here might be an OG in the game since the late 80s, but that doesn't matter. The thing I've realized in this sneaker game is that social media has done a lot of good, but in my eyes, has done a lot of harm as well. Frankly, I don't think this would be a subculture if social media didn't exist. Back in the day, and I'm not even that old, but back in the day, we used to buy kicks all the time. But you couldn't stunt on Instagram. You couldn't put them back in the box and return them to the retailer. You had to wear the shoes out, and that was the only way that you could show off your shit. My other realization is that if you have money, you can be a sneakerhead overnight. You can literally invest $10,000 to $20,000 into this hobby and become an overnight Instagram or maybe even YouTube celebrity or what have you. To me, that's completely fucked up because you can simply buy your success. And with that train of thought, we basically show our respect to those who have a lot of money. So I want to ask you guys the question, do rich people run the sneaker game? Now, I know that statement is very umbrella-like. It doesn't apply to everyone. There are many people, if not most people, that work hard for their money and allocate some of that towards sneakers. But I said this in a video a few years ago. Sneakers are like Beanie Babies. They're hot right now. People want to collect them. Then it's going to die down to a point where people care much less and we're on to the next hobby. It's almost becoming cool to not be amalgamated into the group of children or what have you that call themselves sneakerheads. So someone might see some of the sneakers that I own and say, oh, you must be a sneakerhead. But I'm like, no, I like shoes. I know a bit about them. But don't put me in the same category as those other people because I'm not. Now, the point of this video is not for me to come across as an asshole or a douchebag or some pretentious person because I feel like I know more than other people. That's not what I'm saying at all. Really, it's just a realization that the sneaker game, if you want to call it that, has completely shifted. It's not about getting together with friends anymore and getting a pair of shoes and walking around town and enjoying them. Instead, we take shoes, we buy a ton of them, we don't wear them, we put them in glass cases, we put them in dark closets where they can sit like trophies. That mentality has changed the way I see shoes and the way I consider and think about this hobby. It's always been a consumption practice, but the way we consume them now is totally different and it leaves kind of a bad taste in my mouth. So that's enough of this video. I want you to let me know in the comments down below, and I'm going to make a part 2 based on what you guys have to say, maybe some differences in opinion, or just maybe some other things that I didn't mention in this video. I'm going to do Heat sign out. Peace.